Hey guys, quick video on this Erbauer Airless sprayer that Screwfix are doing. So yeah, wanted to get into a bit of airless and decided to pick this little number up. I mean, it was less than £200 and the reviews so far were good. It's just I haven't really seen much online on YouTube, so I thought I'd show you it really. I mean, this is this is a bit of a mess. This is 1 day's use, so complete amateur here. And had a few issues, nothing to do with the unit itself, my own, so it is a learning curve, but that's absolutely fine. So what do I think? Well, I think it's great, to be honest. Everything feels pretty robust. It's a lovely, solid unit, metal and plastic, but lightweight, like I said, robust. You have a control switch here. Shame really, because there's you know, on some of the other units you have a bar pressure, but here you don't really have anything there. So I guess I'm going to be making some notches along there depending on the type of paint that I'm using. Today I'm priming these drawers and doors, as you can see. And I'll tell you what, I'll show you the finish, because it's, I mean, this is just a primer, but you know me, not too shabby, not too shabby. And yeah, this is my first go with this unit. Sorry about that. There we go. And yeah, it's come out pretty decent. Yeah, a bit streaky there. This is a primer, so I'm not too concerned. I'll put a bit less than a bit too much. There's been a few questions because this gun does come. This is the gun that you get with it, and this comes with this here, and I don't have the piece for it, but it's a I think it's a 517 piece, which is quite a big fan size. Now, on the Screwfix website, it doesn't tell you that you can use other bits and pieces with this. Well, you can. I ordered these. Again, I didn't spend too much money because I'm just new at it, but I ordered 4 of these off of Amazon. Different sizes. I think this is a 2 and a 3. By the way, if you're new to this, I'd recommend going for the 2. I used the 3 and went through more paint than I can imagine. So I went down to a 2, I think this is a 215. And anyway, these fit in this gun, so happy days. That means you can use different bits. In actual fact, I think you can use the Wagner as well, because this is kind of a universal fitting. So great news. And the same goes for the filters inside here. There is a filter inside here. And so you can, I think with the Wagner they come with the tip and the filter, so that's happy days. As far as the pressure goes, pretty good. I mean, the viscosity of this stuff, it's yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just kind of laid it on straight and it went on really nice. I decided to, you know, water one down by, you know, maybe like 2%, and it wasn't great. So actually, straight out of the tin with that stuff. With the emulsions, I guess you do have to kind of water down a bit more, which we'll test on all of this as well. So what else is there? To prime the pump here. So to prime is here, and you've got these bits here. We've taken them off for now. These just connect inside. Let's try and get that on. God, really useless video. There we go. That goes on there. That clips up there, and the same with that. And so yeah, pretty standard really. Same as all the kind of very standard airless units. It doesn't have a filter inside. I know some of the more professional ones have a filter inside the actual unit itself. This one doesn't. I mean, I would recommend, what I've been doing with the paint is actually filtering it through like tights. So just grab a tight, one of the tights, put it over maybe an empty vessel, and then once you've mixed your paint, pour it through, and that will help prevent any clogging really. So it's a 9-meter lead. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. It's just that, you know, I didn't really see much online. I saw one guy mention something, but he didn't really show you much about the unit or discuss anything else. So hopefully this will help. This will help you if you're going to get into airless spraying. I mean, I think I picked this up for $169 because they had an offer, but it's $199. And you know, if you guys know about Screwfix's own brand, they're pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with them, and I mean, you just can't complain, can you? Yeah, the build quality of this feels really decent, and you know, it's not a massive investment if you are going to get into airless spraying. And you know what? I'm already addicted. I'm already hooked. And yes, not necessarily the most amazing job. And again, you know, I mean, you know, I've just sprayed everything out. I just primed all of this, just primed all the areas, and so that's going to save me a lot of work, really. I am in a very small room here. But yeah, more results. I'll show you the results. I'm going to put a satin through this next, once this dries out, I'm going to do this in a water-based satin just to finish. I don't think I'm going to waste it on those back walls. I might just run a bit of emulsion on there with a good old roller. But yeah, I mean, not bad, not bad. I've got a couple of minor spillages there, but I know why that happened, and I've learnt. So yeah, definitely 10 out of 10 for the Erbauer. I never pronounce it. 10 out of 10. Just to note, I clogged this unit severely yesterday. I made a proper amateur mistake, and I mixed some, I think it was Leyland with a Zinza, but the Zinza, it must have been, you know, it was rough. Anyway, it started to clump together and turn into clay, and I shit you not, everything was completely clogged, hence the state of this. Actually, it wouldn't look this bad, I guess. It would just have like a fine spray finish, like my, as you can see, it's got like a fine misty spray. So a fair bit of overspray. That might just be me being a complete amateur. Like I said, actually I used the smaller tip, so the 215 I went down to, and there was much less overspray. So that's the difference between a 315, and bearing in mind this unit comes straight with I think it's a 515 or a 517. If you don't know much about tips, the Idaho Painter, I think his name is, on YouTube, amazing guy, absolutely sensational. Teach you everything you need to know, everything you need to know. So yeah, advice, definitely pick these tips up. You can get, you know, higher quality ones. I think the Graco fit as well. I mean, you can always pop in and double check, pop into somewhere that stocks it, tool station, just bring your tip in and just have a look and see if they kind of measure up before you kind of buy and open, because I'm not sure if you can return them once you've opened the packaging. So so as far as tips go, if you're new to this, definitely, especially when it comes to cabinets, maybe not ceilings and stuff, that you can stick with the 5. I guess I would go down to a 3 if I'm honest with you, just to start. If you're doing ceilings, if you're doing cabinets, start with the 5 or smaller if you can get it, seriously. You won't regret it, because otherwise you'll go through a ton of paint. I think just to do this, I've used, how many litres? I've used a lot, it's ridiculous. I've used 7.5 litres. So, you know, what a mistake to make. 7.5 litres on this tiny, you know, what should have been, I don't know, I guess 2.5, maybe it's right. It is covered well, I guess. So yes, anything else? I'm not too sure. It does come with some bits that were very helpful yesterday when I clogged this machine up, actually. So it comes with some cleaning utensils and the tools that you need to disassemble. And in actual fact, almost all the tools to disassemble once you start taking the pump apart, as I had to do yesterday. I mean, I had to completely take this section out. It wasn't terribly difficult, if I'm honest with you. Still pretty straightforward. So, you know, if you do get in a bit of a rut and you know, make a mistake like I did and, you know, put clay through it, ridiculous, then you know, it kind of is repairable. I mean, you can take this apart. I'm quite glad I did that on day one, because, you know, now I'm not so concerned. I know the insides, you know, and so yeah, I'm pretty chuffed. I think this section comes off, and this, I didn't end up taking these off. I just took this section here, this and this housing, and the pump is behind there. But yes, all in all, yeah, major respect. 3-year warranty. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. It's freaking 3-year warranty. The gun is, you know, it's solid, really nice, really solid. I'm not really convinced about this lock. It kind of gets in the way. Again, I guess that's me just being an amateur. I guess if you hold it here, you're okay, but your hand, it naturally, you know, kind of slides. And then what tends to happen is this is down in a position where you can spray, but you can see what's happened is, you know, all of a sudden my hand rises up, and then, you know, especially when you turn over to spray it, and then it ends up becoming in the lock position. And actually, even worse, it goes into the position where it like stays on. Oh, what's going on there? A bit of water draining out. I've just cleaned it through, actually, for the second time after undercoating. So I feel like I've really got to grips with it already. Yeah, I mean, it's yeah, not a bad unit. I wouldn't say the instructions that come with it are amazing. So again, the Idaho Painter, his name is, he will teach you a lot. There's a couple of other guys on there showing you how to prepare, how to clean these units. Yeah, I mean, it's a hands-on type thing, but yeah, there you go. That's it, really. That's your lot. There she is, the Erbauer. Can't remember the model of it, but you'll know the one. You can see it. You've probably already been looking at it, wondering whether you should buy it or not. and I'm here to tell you that it isn't too shabby at all. I can't compare it to the Wagner, haven't used it, but I mean, can you see that? Can you see? No, can't really see it. This phone's not amazing, but you know, I mean, it truly is. I mean, that's a primer and it's a factory finish, and that's no word of a lie. It is a really beautiful finish. I mean, you know, that's one coat on the edge of MDF. I mean, you know, you have to get on that 3 times to normally get that. So yeah, I mean, okay, it's put me back. You know, I probably could have done all of this with a roller and a brush, bending over backwards, getting in, you know, with all the hassle that I had with this. But remember, this is my first time, so again, like I said to you, I mean, now that's it, done. I'll let this dry, I'll drag out the satin, chuck that in, spray this all up, and I am done. That's it. The cabinets can go back together, and then once the doors are on, I'll give those doors a final spray. I'm even going to spray the floor. Once those go on, this floor's, I mean, it's had a 1 coat sand, have another one. I'm going to spray it. I'm just going to spray everything. Spray the wall, spray the ceiling. I'm going to patch this stuff up. Just spray everything. We'll see how it goes. Okay, if you want to see, I guess, a video or see the results of this, hit my Facebook page. It's S&G Painting and Decorating. Do that for sure. But otherwise, give it a go. Erbauer, yeah, man, definitely, 100%. I'm feeling these, you know, feeling this unit.